information channel, and as promised, now we're giving you part 2 of the PEP ability test 2024. So part 2 starts at question 21. Right, so let's try it out. I think in part 1 I would have gotten about 19 out of 20. Let's see how well I can do on this one. So 21 reads, the clues in the box below describe the same number. Use them to answer item 21. So we're going to use the clues in this rectangular or the box as stated to answer the question. It says the number is an even number, the number is less than 40, and the number is a multiple of 7. So which of the following could be the number being described? So it says it's an even number. So A is out of the question because A is not an even number. It says the number is less than 40. D is more than 40, so D cannot be the answer either. So we're left with B and C. It says the number is a multiple of 7. So guess what? The answer has to be 28 because 28 is the multiple, or it's the only multiple of 7 here. So the answer is, voila, 28, or B. Or number 22. Which digit in the number has the largest value? So for this one, it's pretty much easy. We know that it's 2,197. We know that 7 would be ones, 9 is tens, 1 is 100, and 2 is 1,000. So 2 would be the largest here. So the answer would be B for Bravo. All right. Number 23. It says, examine the patterns below. Use it to answer item 23. So, it's asking which number replaces the diamond in the pattern. So, you have first 2 over 4, second 4 over 4, third diamond, fourth 8 over 4, and fifth 10 over 4. So if you look at the numerators, it's 2, 4, 8, 10. So the missing one, I think, with the numerator would be 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it would be 6 over 4. So the answer would be C for Charlie. Moving on to item number 24. So it says, examine the 2 towers labeled M and N and the information provided in the box below them. Use the towers and the information provided to answer item number 24. Right, so it says in the rectangle box here, it says the first row of each tower is highlighted in blue. In the first row, an operation is used on numbers next to each other to get the number directly above those numbers. The operation is also repeated in row 3 in each tower. Okay, so we have something to work with. So let's look at first the operation. So what operation are we working with here? It seems as if it's addition. So if you look at the shaded area, 7 and 3 equals 10. 3 plus 4 should equal 7. 4 plus 2 equals 6. Right. Okay. Now let's look at how the operation works for this layer. So 6, we did say this is 7, right? Or we're assuming this should be 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. 7 plus 10 is 17. So I think the answer is 7. We're going to try it on the tower to the right. Now, the operation should even work here. 13 plus 17 is 30. So the operation we're working with is addition, and I think the number is 7. Let's try it on the tower to the right. So 8 plus 3, 11. 8 plus 1, 9. 6 plus 1, 7. So again, I think the number is 7. Let's try that operation for the other row, this row. So 7 plus 9, 16. 9 plus 11, 20. So operation is addition and the number is 7. And 16 and 20 of course gives you 36. So the answer is A as in alpha for 7. Okay, so now we are at item number 25, which states, examine the puzzle below. G represents a space where a piece was removed from the puzzle. Use this information to answer item number 25. Alright, so let's see which looks like a potential piece here. This one has too many, so we're looking for one with 3 holes, right? 1, 2, 3, right? Well, we're looking, first thing we need to find the opening to the left. So the only one we have it opening to the left, I think this one, well, this one will be out of it because it's only 2. So it would, we need one that has 3 openings, well, one that will plug in and one that can actually receive these. So this one looks more like it. So I think it would be, let's see, give me a minute here. Let me mark it up. So here, I think would go here, in here. This part that you see here, I think would go here. And here would go here. So I'm saying the answer is D for Delta. Yep. Moving on to items number 26 to 28. So let's start with 26. 4 athletes completed a race. Their names are shown in the table below. Use it to answer item 26. So the name of the athletes, you have John, his time in seconds would be 24.80. Adrian, 25.23. Pete, 24.86. And Thomas, 25.01. Which athlete had the second fastest time? Let's start with the person with the slowest time. The person with the slowest time will have the most seconds then. In other words, who has the most seconds here? That would be Adrian with 25.23. So that means he's last in the race. Who would be following Adrian? That would be Thomas with 25.01. So Thomas looks like he would be in third. So who would be second? The fastest person here looks like it's John with 24.80. So I think second here would be Pete with 24.86. So the second fastest time would be Mr. Pete. And that would be C for Charlie. Yep. All right, let's go to 27. Which number is the closest to 1,000? Wow. So we all know 900 is definitely 100 away from 1,000. 909 is not even closer. It's like just 9 closer. 990 is actually close. It's just 10 away. But 999 is just 1 away. So definitely the answer would be A, as in alpha. And number 28. Read the information given in the box below. Use it to answer item 28. Okay, this one looks interesting. Jane has more pencils than Mark. That's good, or is it bad? I'm not sure. The number of pencils Kevin has is less than the number of pencils Mark has. So let's break this down simpler, because it's just playing around with words here, right? Trying to trick us. Jane has more pencils than Mark, and then the number of pencils Kevin has is less than the number. So Jane has the most, as far as I can see. Mark is second, right? And Kevin has the least. So it's Jane, Mark, Kevin. So let's see where we can find that. So Jane has 8 pencils. She has the most. Mark has 6. And Kevin has 2. So the answer would be A, as in alpha. Okay, getting interesting. So we're now at item number 29, and the table below shows two tiles. We're going to use them to answer item 29. So option 1 is showing a square tile. So if you're a tiler, you'll know what a square tile is. We mostly use it on the floor. And then you have a rectangle tile, mostly used in maybe the bathroom or something, or maybe even in the kitchen. All right, so we have two tiles here. It says, which statement is true about using the tiles to tile a floor? So we're talking about a floor, not the kitchen, etc. Right? So it says you will need to buy what? Twice as many option 2 tiles as option 1. Or first of all, look at the tiles. Which one would cover more grounds? Option 1, of course, because it's the square, and it actually, if for the area, it's 8 by 8, so that's 64, by 12 by 4, that's 48. So it will cover more space, to be honest, right? So I wouldn't say twice, but it will cover more space, right? But it's not twice. It's 48 to 64, 48, 64. So it's not twice, so I wouldn't say A is correct. B, the same number of option 1 and option 2. I wouldn't do that either. I would say more of option 1 tiles because they are bigger than option 2. I'll take that any day. So I'll say it's C as in Charlie for that answer. All right, so let's examine the jar with 20 sweets below. Use it to answer item 30. So you have 20 sweets. About how many sweets will be in the jar when it's full? So if you have 20 and it's almost half, right? So if you put another 20 in there, it's gonna be 3/4. So I'm saying about 5 more, right? After the other 20 is put in there, would put it to a full. So I'm banking on C. I think C is the answer for 45. Item number 31. So the number 525 on the number line below is halfway between 510 and X. Use the number line and this information to answer item 31. So yeah, from 510 to 537, 525 is actually halfway there. So which number could replace X on the number line? So if you look at X looks like it's about 3 steps or so from 537, and if you can actually put 3 of these in between here, so 1, 2, 3, I would say the closest one would have to be, it can't be 538 because it's just too close. 540 I think 540 would be the better option here, because 545 would be a little bit too far away for this. I'm definitely going with B because, as you can see, if you try to put about 3 of these in the middle of this, it will definitely work. So I'm thinking that it's about 3 points away from X. So hence 31, I think it's B for Bravo. All right. Examine the 3 scales and the information provided in the box below. Use them to answer item 32. So you have pineapple, mangoes, and bananas. The bananas weigh less than the mangoes. So look, bananas weigh less than the mangoes. However, the bananas weigh more than the pineapple. So guess what? If you're less than the mangoes but more than the pineapple, which is the least heavy, would be the pineapple, right? So let's see what the question is asking, or what is it asking down here. Which of the following is true about the pineapple? The pineapple weighs more than the mangoes? Definitely not. It weighs less than everything else. The pineapple weighs more than the bananas? No. The pineapple and the mangoes weigh the same? No. The pineapple weighs less than the mangoes. That's, for me, that's correct. I'll go with D. Okay, so we're on to item 33 and 34. So we're going to examine the graph below and the information given in the box about the graph, right? So each bar in the graph represents one of 4 types of clothing. It's either going to be blouses, shirts, jeans, and shorts. we're going to use the information provided in the graph and in the box to answer items 33 and 34. So we have the title of the graph as number of clothing sold at a store. On the left, right here, we have the y-axis, and that's showing the number of clothing sold. So you have from 0 up to 35, and these lines represents how they connect with the actual bars in the graph, right? Then we have the x-axis to show that these bars would mean the different types of clothing sold. So let's look at the instruct or what we're supposed to do. So jeans had the highest sales. So we know that definitely this would be jeans. So maybe we could put a J here for jeans. That look like a J, right? Yup. All right. So we know jeans has the highest sales. Fewer shirts were sold than shorts. So fewer shirts were sold than shorts, and more blouses were sold than shorts. So fewer shirts. So I am thinking that shirt would be right here. It seems like it's the least, I'm sorry. And more blouses were sold than shorts. So these look like they're blouses. That's a B. Okay, the shirt, and this is short, so I'm gonna put SH for shorts. Alright, so there we have it. So we have jeans, shorts, shirts, blouses, right? So which type of clothing was sold the least? That definitely would be what? Shirts. So I would say C. How many blouses were sold? I would say 25, and that would be B for Bravo. Yay. Okay, we're almost at the end. We're now at 35 to 37, and we're still looking at graphs. So the graph below shows the total points earned by 4 teams at the end of each round in a competition. Use it to answer items 35 to 37. So the title of the graph is total points earned by 4 teams at the end of each round of a competition. Now this is the y-axis and this is x-axis, and the y-axis is showing the points and the x-axis is showing the different rounds and also the different teams. So team 1 is represented by this color, it's all to the extreme left. Team 2 is this, team 3 is this, and team 4 is this color, right? So that's how you read a graph. Now the lines going across will help you to show what the team scored lined up with the numbers on the y-axis, all right? So which team scored the most points in round 1? So this is round 1, and these are the teams 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this team here would have scored the most in round 1, right? So this team, I think, is team 2. So the answer is B. In which round did team 1 score double the points they scored in round 3? So this is team 1 represented by, I think this is black. I'm colorblind, guys. I'm not good at this. All right, so this is team 1, and it's asking in which round did they score double the points they scored in round 3. So this is round 3, and they scored what? 5 points. So in round 1 they scored 10. So it would be round 1. So the answer would be A for alpha. Number 37, or item 37. Which statement is true based on the graph? More points were awarded in round 1 than any other round. That's not true. I think more points were awarded in round 2 actually. Team 3 had the most points at the end of round 2. Round 2, everybody was tied. Everybody scored the same amount in round 2, so this is not correct. C. Team 2 scored the highest number of points in each round. Team 2? That's not true. Let's see. Nah. Team 4 outdid them this time and they were tied in round 2, so no, that's not correct. D. All teams scored their lowest number of points in round 3. That is correct. So I'll go with D for Delta. Okay, so we're down to the wire. the last 3 questions. All right, so let's look at item number 38. So there is a question followed by 2 statements here. We're going to read the statements carefully to see if they provide enough information to help you answer the questions. So, how many persons can fit inside a 3-section stadium? That's the question. Now, these are the statements provided. Statement 1. The yellow section has 300 seats. Wow, that's a lot. Statement 2. The red section has 3 times the number of seats that the blue section has. Okay. So, do we have enough information to come to any conclusion here? Let's see. So, statement 1 alone is enough to answer the question. We want to know how many persons can fit. I don't think so, because it's just telling us that section 1, the yellow section has 300 seats. So, we don't know about the other seats. Now, statement 2 is just telling us the red section has 3 times the number of the seats that the blue section has, but we don't know how many seats the blue section has. So we're stuck right here. So the answer is going to be both statements together are not enough to answer the question. That's just basically the answer for me. So I would say that D. We don't have enough information to know how many persons can fit inside a 3-section stadium. All right, cool. Let's go to 39. 5 toy cars of different colors are lined up next to each other. Below, use them and the description about them to answer item 39. Wow, let's see how we can unravel this one. It says the blue car is the first in the line. So this looks like it's the blue car. Blue. Rink. It says the green car is next to the purple car but not beside the red car. Wow, that sounds confusing, right? So we're just gonna pass that one, right? The green car is beside the purple car and not the orange car. Still a little confusing. Let's move on. The blue car is next to the orange car. Okay, so we have something here. The blue car is next to the orange car. This is a blue car, so this must be the orange. So we can just put an O here. Ooh, we're on to something, man. All right, let's move back one step up. The green car is between the purple car and the orange car. So the green car must be this one. So let's put a G. It's the green car is between the purple car and the orange car. So this green car here, so this must be the purple. We're getting somewhere. All right, the green car is next to the purple car, right? It is, but not beside the red car. So this must be the red car. See that? We're working it out. Oops. Happy fingers. All right, so that's the red, purple, green, orange, and blue. So which car is in the middle? Okay, let's check it out. The one in the middle would be the green car, right? Right. So we had the green car. Let's go back and check. Yeah, it was the green car. So let's mark the green car. It was the green car. It was the green car that was in the middle. Cool. That was nice, right? All right, here's the grand finale. Drum roll. So, examine the mathematical sentences below. There are 3 shapes. Wow, look at that shape. It's a rounded square. I haven't seen that one in a while. Then you have the triangle, and then you have a hectagon, right? Let's see. Each shape represents its own unique number. Use the mathematical sentences and this information to answer item 40. Okay, this one is very interesting, guys. Let's be focused. Let's put on our focus hat. So the hexagon, I'm seeing that it is 2 equal to 2, right? Now the hexagon times the triangle gives you the rounded sided square. So hexagon times triangle equal rounded sided square. and then hexagon plus hexagon plus hexagon plus triangle equal rounded sided square. Okay, so we're on to something. Let's see if we can make this work. So we can just put some 2's in here. So this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, and this is 2. So 2 times what will give you what? And 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus this will give you the same thing. Let's look down here. So 2 times 6, okay, would equal 12. And 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Plus 6 equal 12. So triangle is 6, we can say. So the rounded side square must be 12. So the answer is drum roll, C as in Charlie. And ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of PEP, the Ability 2024, and I think I passed. I think I would have done well. My mom would be proud of me. So I want to thank you for being a part of the assessment, guys. Good luck on the next one. I hope that you would have passed this one. If not, then try your best to pass the next one. And the race is not for the swift, so just give it your best. Remember to like, share, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, my channel, that is Brain Mission, for more of these videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.